sales leader.
For me, and for everybody who's listening to this, in the sales world, you've got processes, you've got structure, you've got foundation, you got support. As a sales leader, you got nothing, right? Like I suddenly found, and the analogy I used in the book was that I was kind of like a dog chasing a car down the street. Every morning when I woke up, it was like whatever direction the car's going, I'm running that way. It could be a deal we're working on, or a rep that's leaving, or I got a recruit, or I got a forecast call, or I got a board meeting. It was driving me nuts. And so me being like the way my brain works, I needed something to fall back on. And that's where the structure came from, that I started to chart out like, what are all my roles? And if I'm focused on 20 things, I'm focused on nothing. So like, let's nail these down to what are the core responsibilities that I have that I can start to use as a way to plan, strategize, communicate, up, down, side to side. And when the bullets start flying, I've got that to fall back on all the time. And that's where it started 14 years ago.
Listen to Dhruv Nath on The Dream Founder.
The two most important things that co-founders must have: A, trust, and B, common vision. Everything else can be built or can follow. I would suggest one thing to people who are looking for co-founders, and I haven't found one. Your ideal option is somebody you already know, who has the similar kind of vision. Obviously, there has to be trust between them, but because you know the person, either there will be trust or there won't be. The ideal option actually is look at your college friends, or maybe seniors, juniors, because that's a big catchment area, right? The other option is keep attending a lot of events, because physical events, you'll meet a lot of people, you'll find somebody you vibe well with, spend time with that person, and maybe he's the right guy. I have also suggested, very often it's a very common method used, take a senior employee who has complementary skills. So let's say you want to take co-founder. Take a senior employee and try him out. But never add on a co-founder in a hurry. Because, in fact, I was hearing from somebody, it's very difficult to get rid of a co-founder. You can get a divorce, that's easier. But you can't get rid of a co-founder.
Listen to Fred Kopstick on selling through partnering skills.
I can see that sales is taking very much a move towards being more collaborative than ever. We can go through all the evolution of sales and the stuff that we saw in the 60s, psychological selling, if you like, and 80s, close, and of course the consultative stuff of the 90s. But now people are having to be more collaborative. I would say that even more so now, salespeople are going to have to work tightly with customers, help them, guide them, be in this thing together. But I came across this concept of partnering skills, PQ. Now, everyone will probably have heard of IQ.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I know that folks are from all over the world, and we are very, very excited about what's going to happen today and tomorrow. This is the very first PitchLink Sales and Marketing Lit Fest. The idea behind was embedded in our podcast, Bits About Books, where we try to go behind the making of the book. This fest, in some way, a forward integration of the same thought, bringing authors face to face with readers. And this is a humble beginning, and I mean it, because this is a promise to become a definitive platform for author, reader, practitioner interactions. We want this platform, the PitchLink Sales and Marketing Lit Fest, to be the place to learn from and about books, from the creators and thinkers, the authors, and eventually hear stories from practitioners, you, on how the concepts are panning out in the real world. We do not expect to achieve all of these today or tomorrow, but we have the belief that we will be able to get there, and soon. All events we plan at PitchLink, our idea is to make it inclusive in terms where experts and participants both have the platform to share and exchange ideas and experiences, methodologies and playbooks. But we know that it's hard because participation is difficult. Interaction is difficult. And perhaps it's a foolish sort of endeavor, but we are going to strive about achieving it anyway. Over the next 5 odd hours today and tomorrow, you will hear 22 authors speak about their books and lessons therein. We are trying out a new format, a TED-like 20-minute session to keep it focused and dense. This is by choice. We have very little time at the end of each session for a few questions, but let me assure you that if you put in a question, we will answer it for you and reach out after the event. So do ask. Also, this is our first, so there could be glitches or overlaps. So please be patient with us. We are learning. What I promise is the best return on your time today and tomorrow if sales and marketing is your thing. I want to thank authors and our partners, Airmeet, Mark Killens and Kabiruppal, Lead Magic, shout out to Jesse, and Sales Robot folks, Saurav and Adarsh. Thank you for your support. I also want to thank Tom Hockett, my friend and the founder of Connect for Growth, partnering with PitchLink to change the way buyers buy and sellers sell. But that discussion is for another day. A few things before we begin. Put your mobile on silent. I'm kidding. Do participate. That way it will be way more fun. YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, where all these places we are streaming, you need to sort of refresh. If you move away from the LinkedIn page, when you come back, it will be on pause. So you need to refresh or play. Same thing with YouTube. Each session will be a separate video. So when one session ends, the way the platform and YouTube talks to each other, a new video or a new stream will be generated when the new session begins. So be mindful, it will not be in the same place. Facebook should be pretty much straightforward and it should be in the same place, but again, you may need to refresh. So just keep these things in mind. Enjoy your day. I hope that you catch many of the sessions. I know it's not feasible to expect that you will be here end to end, but do remember that all of these are getting recorded. You can always come back to Airmeet where these replays will be available. But the important thing is that this is your opportunity to talk to great authors who have written very interesting, thoughtful books from their experience and from their analysis. So this is your chance to come and talk to them. I think that sort of wraps up what I had to say. We have a few minutes, so in case some of you want to share what you're expecting from this session, please do put it in the chat. If you want to share where you're from, please do that. Let's just get to know each other. One more thing. In between sessions, when a session ends, you will be taken back to the lounge where you can actually network with your fellow other participants and attendees. So there is a very interesting setup in the lounge. There are tables and you can go and join tables and chat with folks. And that's a full-fledged chat, by the way, which means you can actually have a video call and you can share your screen and so on. So it is it's quite nice. So we have tested it. It's good. Do try that out whenever we are taking a break. And don't worry about coming back, because there will be, the moment we start a session, you will get a countdown and you will know, and you'll be brought back to the session automatically. We are just waiting for a few more minutes. Our first session starts at in about 4 minutes. So till then, be with us, and we shall see you shortly.